All right, motherfucker, you ready to cry over this?
I know that I'm gonna be the only one that's upset about this.
You're not. You're not. So in the group, you remember Nathan from the last Killnator from the last podcast that got all of his stuff back?
Yeah.
This is his favorite planeswalker, so he's crying right there with you.
All right. First off, Gideon is like one of the worst planeswalkers in my opinion. I'm not a Gideon fan.
He brought everything on himself.
Yeah, he complete self-inflicted. This is your fault. But nonetheless, he's had a great character arc. He's got a great storyline, even though it's like how quickly you abandoned the gods of Theros to follow Oketra. It's just like, really? It was
well,
that
the thing is, the thing is with that, he actually dealt with it really roughly. He was like, when he got to Amonkhet, so like, what the fuck? Other gods?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, he had a very hard moral struggle, like internal struggle, but he was like, hey, cat lady, what's going on?
I just find it a little bit interesting because of all the gods, obviously you go to Oketra because she's the white god. Don't take that the wrong way. but then
keep going.
Then Bolus shows up and he was just like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck Ketra, fuck Ronus, fuck, the black one, fuck the blue one. Because no one remembers the blue
and Kefnet.
No one remembers Kefnet.
I remember them all. And Hazoret's still alive.
Hazoret is still alive, but that's what I'm saying. She doesn't count. Bontu,
because Bontu saved her. Bontu saved her. That's what Bontu's Last Reckoning. That's the whole art in that card is he's like, fuck you. Also, that new Bontu card really good in Aristocrat's shell.
I think that the only two male gods was Kefnet and Ronus. And they got you.
Yeah, Bontu might be a she, yeah.
Bontu is a she. I definitely know that. Anyway, that's not the fucking point that I'm trying to make. The point that I'm trying to make is goddamn Gideon dies. And the reason why I'm upset that Gideon dies, that Gideon sacrifices himself for Liliana is Liliana's character arc would have been far more impactful if she dies. That's my opinion. That's like
her arc's done.
Her arc's done. All the arc demons are done. They're taking out Bolus, which I got to read the story because I don't know if Bolus is legit dead or just like
he's
spoilers.
So just a quick little thing. As soon as Liliana and the Guild Pack, or not Guild Pack, but the Gatewatch killed the last demon, since there was no demons, Bolus was behind that the entire time. Right. So his contract goes straight to Bolus, or her contract goes to Bolus. Now he's in control of her, which is helping him control the Eternal Army, all that shit. And I fucking forgot where this was going.
Well, Liliana then has a change of heart. She turns the Eternal Army onto Bolus. And then Bolus went to go ahead and kill Liliana to regain control of the Eternals. And somehow Gideon was just like, let me touch your shoulder. And all that fucking hate eats fucking Gideon alive.
So what I look at it from like Guardians of the Galaxy, the first movie, when they're having to share the power from the stone. But Gideon was just like, fuck it.
Go in.
The thing is, I feel bad. There's 4 cards depicting that Gideon is dead confirmed.
Yes.
There is a set of Planeswalker deck coming out that is strictly showing Gideon. The rest in peace is a statue of Gideon.
Yeah. And they're coming out with a spell book, which is like a series of cards, and they have Gideon Jura.
They did it with Jace.
Special version of Martyr's Bond, which when I saw that, I'm just like, oh, come the fuck on.
Yeah.
They did a spell book for Jace?
Yeah, he was the first one.
I didn't know that.
It has like Gifts Ungiven and all that other shit in it.
Gifts Ungiven doesn't have Jace in it.
This one does.
I gotta look at it.
Yeah, it's
that there. Path to Exile looks fucking sick though.
Yeah, I still like the F&M promos that I have.
Rest in Peace. That one's a sad one. Shielded by Faith. That's a really good card too.
You get Gideon Jura.
No, not Shielded Faith. True Conviction is fucking good. All creatures have double strike and lifelink. Yeah, it's fucking nasty.
But I mean, going back to what you said about Bolus, like there is a card that it's called D-Spark, and like so basically after Gideon sacrifices himself, Liliana is like all holds bar, like she's able to do whatever she wants, and she turns Oketra and Bontu on Bolus.
She has control of the gods?
She has control of Aketra and Bantu. I can't remember the card, but there is a card that has that in the background, and she's controlling them, and they actually despark Bolus.
That's fucking sick.
But it doesn't kill Bolus, because then there's another card called Prison Solemnity or something like that. Mm-hmm. It's a white card where it has Bolus, and the flavor text is Bolus had a millennia for his plan. Now he has an eternity to think about what has happened. So like he's in prison like the Eldrazi were.
Okay.
So Bolus isn't gone. But also the set's not even out yet, and Wizards is like, here you go.
Yeah, that's what kind of annoys me, because you're giving me all these cards and you haven't released the lore.
Right.
Because they always come out with like a novella, so to say. There's always like a 5-part novella that comes out.
Yeah. But this is a standalone set. Like I
kind of like put it in conjunction with Ravnica because everything's happening with Ravnica.
I mean, it's happening on Ravnica, but the Wizards has strictly said that it's kind of separate from what Guilds of Ravnica and Ravnica Allegiance was. Like, yes, it's in the same block. It's really weird. Yeah, so like War of the Spark is a standalone by itself story-wise. It just happened to take place on Ravnica.
Mm-hmm.
So, but let me see if I can find the card real quick. It's down here.
Besides that, Gideon is gone, which means we're not going to go back to Theros, unfortunately.
But he goes back to Theros.
I mean, he goes back to Theros, but not the way that I want him to go back. Like, I wanted his character arc to end in Theros. And I know this is a personal problem at the end of the day, but I want to go back to Theros because I love those gods. Those gods are fucking cool. I felt like the Amonkhet gods were fucking lame.
Yeah. So Heartwarming Redemption is the card that shows the flavor text on it is Kithian had known war every day of his life. Mm-hmm. Now he finally knew peace. So he's back. If you played during Origins, there was a card called Kithian's. Basically, it was Kithian's buddies. Mm-hmm. And they all got killed because he got cocky and Erebos was like, fuck you. And killed all of his buddies. And in that art, you can see all of his buddies. So he rip Gideon.
Yep.
But like there are other cards like Tyrant Scorn and like just like so remember that whole Gideon and the Black Blade method we were going to use to kill Bolus? Nah.
Rip.
I feel like that happened with not Despark, with the Arc Bow, Vivian's Arc Bow.
Mm-hmm.
Cuz she's like this will kill him and like nah. So
is Vivian part of the Gatewatch or nah? I don't remember seeing an oath coming from
her. She's like she doesn't have an
part
oath.
of the
yeah, and now your girl Kaya is too.
Yeah, which I'm pretty happy about her. I hope that they do something really good with her story.
They might, so we'll see.
But I just don't know what they're planning on doing with Liliana from this point. And even Jace, like Jace has been like overused. Jace needs to go away.
Jace is a face of Wizards, and they're not going to.
Whatever. Have you seen
Prison Realm is the card?
Okay.
It says, after millennia to craft victory, Bolus had eternity to contemplate defeat.
Rip. Oh, well.
So,
have you seen the new, I guess they're kind of like the masterpieces from...
Yes.
Yeah, they're reprinting... They're reprinting Mind Sculptor. That's insane.
Ugin the Spirit Dragon too is one of those.
Those cards are going to be worth so much fucking money if you pull them.
Oh yeah. If you look at the non-promo of Liliana's Triumph, it has her Triumph is taking control of Oketra and Bantu. In the background, you see her face in the foreground, and in the background, you see theirs.
I'll look for it later.
Yeah, but yeah, it's this set looks super fucking cool. Like, all of the bonds. If you look at all the bonds, you have the guild mate or the guild packs coming together. Mm-hmm. So like in one of them, you have Bond of Discipline. So you have Orzhov and Azorius coming together to make Esper. You have Bond of Insight, which is Demir and Izzet coming together to make Grixis. You have ones coming together to make Jun. You're making Naya, and you're making I forget what the other one, Bant. So it's really cool to see all that. It's just this set is a whole bunch of flavor. And it's going to be super fucking interesting how these cards shake up the meta. So
I just don't know. I want to see how the meta turns out when you have like fucking 30 some odd planeswalkers coming out. Because for the next 2 years, Planeswalkers are going to be a huge part of all the decks. There's like nothing that you can fucking.
You're gonna see like budget decks with like a Planeswalker. You're like, what the fuck is that? Like the Wanderer.
Or there's gonna be an uncommon Planeswalker that's just gonna be a random staple.
I can tell you right now, two of my favorite art in this set is the Niv Mizzet Rebirth, the Niv Mizzet card, because it's done by Raymond Swanland. Raymond Swanland does a lot of really good art. He's done like the Lightning Helix art that I like and all that. But the other one is a card. It's a black card called Unlikely Aid. And Gideon is riding on the top of Rakdos' head.
So fucking cool.
That scene is taken straight out of Berserk.
That is so fucking cool.
And the flavor text is, no one will ever ride me again, Gideon. Expect no further favors. That shit is great.
That is so fucking badass.
This set looks like it's going to be really interesting to draft, too. So the pre-release, if you are listening to the podcast, pre-release is
the
April
25th. I've already pre-ordered on MTGA. If you pre-order before it comes out, obviously, you get 50 packs, which is crazy. I thought that you would only get like 5. But like, no, you get 50 fucking packs. And I think I only spent like $40 on it. It's not like bad. It's not super expensive. But
by the way, if you start going to FNMs now, you get a card from your FNM for wherever you go and play at. They give you a card for 3 packs on Arena.
That's
just
cool.
just for playing in FNM.
That's what's up. But it's 50 packs. You get the War of the Spark sleeves, and you also get Liliana, the general Planeswalker,
the 6-drop.
Yep, and then you get the cool after image effect that now all the Magic cards have.
That's for Arena, you said, right?
Yeah, that's only for Arena.
Okay,
I don't go to FNMs anymore because I don't have a store to go to.
Yeah, that sucks. Where I'm moving to, I don't have a store where I'm at either. So
you're going to be in the same group as I am.
I'll drive here. It's only an hour.
Okay, yeah, fuck it.
So